We now have Kristin Skarbovig with Reveal Home Staging, and she will help stage the home once the clutter, and she might even help take some of that clutter away. Kristin, thanks and welcome to the show.
Thank you, Bill. I'm happy to be here.
We're glad that you're here. Would you tell us about what services your company does as we prepare the home to get the most out of it for listing?
Absolutely. I work directly with the home seller to develop a plan for showing the home and marketing it in its best light. We work to highlight the architectural features in the home and downplay any negative aspects. And then I also suggest minimal changes that are going to garner the highest return on investment. My most popular service is my walk and talk report, and this is where I spend about 90 minutes with the homeowner, and I make recommendations with them while they take notes on how best to market the home. So we're looking at decluttering, removing items, just those things that were mentioned earlier.
So then you're going to remove items. Now, do you also have items that you bring into the home to make it look a little nicer, or you have to see what the job is?
It depends on the job. It's on a case-by-case basis. I do rent out items to homeowners. I also provide furniture rental for vacant properties. So if there's an investor that's looking to sell an empty home, it's much better to show that with furniture inside. In some cases, I will recommend some minor purchases to homeowners that can really help to brighten up a room. Exactly.
Other than decluttering, what's the most common thing that you see that people, that's kind of a mistake that they make when they say, hey, my house looks fine? Other than having a lot of clutter, what's like the number two thing that's a big mistake?
I would say really having too much furniture in a space. Sometimes multiple pieces can really overwhelm a room, and we are trying to make the room appear as large as it can. So decluttering and minimalizing is very important.
Once again, less is more than what you're saying.
Absolutely.
What about color? Do they ever need to change the color of a room? Or, I mean, if you walk in and there's some kind of crazy color, you're going to advise them, of course, right?
Very frequently. And there's a big difference between the way that you design your home to live in and the way that you design it to sell. We often recommend that, just like Brandy mentioned before, that you want to neutralize the home. The best way to go is to do a neutral color on all of your walls, not to have any real big pops of color. And
when we say color, too, we're talking about different colors. But what about dark and light? Is it bad to have like a real dark color, even if it is a neutral color, but it's a deep tone?
Most definitely. Lightening up the home is very, very important. And you want to try and stick with some contemporary colors as well. Grays are very popular right now. You can always go with a taupe or a beige on your walls. Anything neutral that is going to not make people look directly at the walls, but look at your home as an overall feature is very important.
Because the home is the product that we're selling, so we want to give it the best presentation possible, right?
Certainly.
Now, on your website, do you have pictures of these of your work?
I do. I have before and after pictures so that you can see what some of my projects have looked like before I went into the home and then after. I also have many pictures available for you to get a good idea of what the staging process looks like.
Kristin, what is your website? Would you tell the listeners, please?
My website is revealhomestaging.com.
And your phone number, please?
My phone number is 713-364-6330.
Anything else we need to know in a quick bullet point, Kristin, about Reveal Home Staging?
It is all about the marketing. If you market your home right the first time, then you reduce the need for price reductions and when the home is languishing on the market for too long. So staging your home up front could save the average Houston home buyer up to $12,000.
And when it looks good, then the photographer comes in, takes those photos, and in the meantime, the realtor's got multiple offers, and some of them are probably cash. Last parting thought, Kristin, we're going to go around the room with parting thoughts.
Work with a professional all the way from the start to the finish.
Yeah, the do-it-yourself is not going to bring us in all these facets that we talked about today.
When it comes to real estate, everything matters. Whether you're a realtor, homeowner, buyer, or seller, Real Estate Matters with Stuart Title is here to inform, entertain, and inspire you. Host Bill Napick from Stewart Title will talk with guests about what really matters when it comes to owning, buying, and selling real estate. Learn what really matters when it comes to real estate. Listen to Real Estate Matters, Saturdays at 1 p.m. on 100.7 The Word, KKHT.